Morning. Just here enjoying the end of the storm, the fresh air, and I decided to do a little blog. Oh, looking at my eyebrows here. Oh, yeah, I'm not afraid to do a blog without makeup on, or I just, again, to a point, when it comes to what people think, that instead of not caring, I started to care about people less, and it's something that I've been trying to talk to myself through and about, because it's not who I necessarily want to be. I was always a bleeding heart. I was always that person that is always see potential in people and want them to do well and that sort of thing. And you know, I always felt like I had a little Oprah, a little Maya Angelou in me. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to feel that way. And since I wrote my book, Love Yourself More, I've come to realize there's a lot of people that are so angry whenever you start to get to that point in your life where you value yourself and where you start to love yourself. And there's people that are so jealous when there's everything that I have, I've worked for. Uh, you know, some people would be in a relationship for a long time, but instead of working on their relationship, they gave up. Some people would have beautiful children if they wasn't killing them every time that they came at a time that was inconvenient. Some people would have a lot of different things if they would put in the work. And it's be funny to me, like how when I be putting in my work quietly or whatever, I still have these things trickling back to me with people saying the most awful things about me. And so I decided today that I wanted to blog for all the other people out there who might be going through similar things, and I want to talk about getting back your peace. Now, there was a book by a woman who visited Barbados a while back. It was very disappointing to me, but it had a beautiful name, Stealing Peace. And never should you have to steal your peace, because you should never let anybody take it away. But if someone should come and take your peace from you, I encourage you to snatch it back. Snatch it back from them. Because we live in a world where people who do not have any peace are so hell-bent on trying to take away the peace of others. And what people don't understand is when they see you with something, this is not privilege, this is hard work. Happiness, regardless of if you're rich, poor, sick, well, whatever, black, white, red, vagina, penis, or both. Happiness is wealth. And it's not the kind of wealth that you get from just living. That ends in childhood, and even in childhood, if your mother didn't carry well and if she didn't treat you well, sometimes you don't get to feel truly happy. Happiness always, in all ways, takes work. And for me, there was a whole bunch of people that I've let go of. I call it giving them funerals. And there's a whole bunch of things I've let go of in order to try to preserve my happiness. And still, I find myself down sometimes based on what other people say and do. And you would say don't care about what people think, but the truth is, from the time that we get uncaring, we kind of get hateful. We don't get there's no neutrality when it comes to caring. And so the thing about it is that you have to surround yourself by the right people, and you have to be troubleshooting negativity all day long if you're trying to be a kind person, if you're trying to be a loving person, because you don't just throw away some and keep the rest. You wish it would work like that, but the truth is that even if you, and for me as a person that tries to stay Christian minded as well, if you really follow what Christ said about loving your neighbor as yourself, then you get to a point where you really wish better for people even when they suck. And it's funny, these times that we live in, to see how many people really suck and how many people will really sit on and wish you worse for you because you have something that they think they want, which they might be able to have if they would put in the work, or which they don't even know what you went through to get, and they don't want to go through that. That's why they didn't put in the work. So today I want to encourage you to snatch back your peace. There's people out there that will say things, do things, all sorts of things, and sometimes you might find yourself bothered, and you might find yourself troubled, and you might find yourself offended, and you can't believe this person said this thing about you. You can't believe the same people that you had at your event that you used to support and whatnot, wishing for your relationship to fail, or hoping that you will break your foot or something because it just looks too good on the outside and they don't know what's inside and they don't care. You know, people like that who don't understand that it is their badness that they keep putting out that is stopping them from reaching their true potential. And when you hear just how wicked that person is, it takes your peace away and it makes you feel drained. You know, every week I have a different story that can drain me, and if I let it get me down, I would stay down. You know, up to this week, a girl who I helped, she asked me for a little bit of help. I had to put her in her place, you know. And I still feel like if I would lock off she neck or cuff she in she face, but I'm not going to, because that's who I've decided not to be. So I gotta talk to myself. I gotta be my own friend and hug myself and say, listen, calm down. Because you just can't believe the things that people will say or do, or how people will try to take bread out your mouth or whatever. But you snatch back your peace from these people. And yeah, yes, be cursing because you's be vexed and because you're human. But you snatch it back from these people. You don't allow these people to keep it. And the truth is, right, these people are in such a bad place, you know, and so defensive. You know, the other day after this other person helped her straight through, from the time she met me, I was giving her advice. And the first time when I had to tell her, listen, you ain't being professional with me, first thing she do is tell me about my ego. I'm the one with the ego. You don't even know how to apologize or how to approach somebody and say, well, things didn't work out, but what can we do to move forward? But I'm the one with the ego. I learned to apologize a long time ago. It helped me in every aspect of my life. Being a mother, being a wife, being an artist. Every aspect of my life has benefited profusely from being extremely grateful and from learning how to apologize. So, I say all that to say, ignore my child head again and comb it now. Sweetie. I say all that to say that your peace is your most treasured possession. You cannot be happy with it. You cannot connect to God without it. You cannot connect to other people without it. It is like if your peace is like your five senses. When you look at the senses, sometimes you'll be managing art without one. You're not the best, but at least you can't feel, but at least you could see, you could hear, you could smell, you could taste. You can't see, but you can smell, you can hear. Take away all now, and you in there lost with your thoughts, and your thoughts are nothing worth thinking. There's no point to living. Similarly, a lot of y'all problem is that you don't have no peace, and instead of searching for peace in your own life, you are making your life about talking about other people, about wishing the worst for other people, about hoping that other people's life isn't as good as it seems. And the truth is, sometimes their life might not be as good as it seems, but you know what? Because there's so many people faking it on the internet, people think that you're faking it even when they see you in real life. But whether a person faking it or not is their business. And if you were studying your own business, maybe you'd be happier. Don't let nobody rob you of your joy. Sometimes you don't notice it, but from the instant that you see that that's what's happening, snatch it back. Fight for it. In life, there are things to let go of, especially people to let go of. But one thing that you should never let go of with that person is your peace. I hope that you guys get where I'm coming from, and I hope that this video encourages somebody to continue to shine. As I said to my friend yesterday, they want to talk about manners and all these different things. Manners would always be a good thing. And everybody's, you know, you think to yourself, well, I say hello, I go in a room, me personally, and I can light up that whole room. Even people that I don't like, I hug them sometimes. Say hey, and all they know how to do is say hey back. Cowards. And you know what you've come to realize? You are special, and the rooms are too dark. So if you could light them up, and never feel sorry for making other people feel good when they were horrible before, and never feel sorry about your peace. Love you. About snatching back your peace.